Okay, Jose, this is your, I'm looking at your reader response here real quick. I went ahead and I try not to highlight as much because I know that you're working on it, and basically this is the end, and so you don't want to spend your time on highlighting things. But I just kind of highlighted things that I think needed to be fixed throughout. So I just got one maybe. There's a couple of Gilgameshes that are lowercase, so you just need to go through and look for them. Stricken, obviously, they stricken Enkidu, maybe strike would be the better word there. Obviously, Napishtim should be capitalized. And there's other things that you need to look at. Right here where it says 7 days, we always, when it's numbers 1 through 10, we always write them out. So it'd be SEVEN versus the number. From numbers 11 on up, then you would put the number down. But again, those are small editing things, and I know that what you want to comment, and I was on the revision process, like with the essay. Let me just tell you that your essay is really good, Jose. I'm very proud of you. I know you did a lot of work. You have some excellent ideas. This is exactly what I wanted from students. The reason why I'm focusing right now a little bit on editing is because this is the last leg, like this is the last thing, so I know that you probably would want to work on that as well, so it's kind of revision editing. So just to get some of this out of the way, make sure that wherever you see it highlighted, make sure you go back in there and think about why I would have highlighted it. I'm not going to go into it because I only have 5 minutes on this video, as you can tell from right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get to it. I went ahead and read throughout, and of course I already had seen a lot of it, and like I said, for instance, I really love the connection you made to Joni Mitchell's song. That's exactly what I needed. I wanted you guys to step out of the text itself and go into your own experience and things that you have experienced and see the connections between the stories that we read in class and the themes within the story. And I think you did an awesome job. Just going down further here, your discussion starts excellently. I already had seen this part where you make the connection with the Joni Mitchell song. I went ahead and saw something here on the third paragraph. I still feel like there should be a transition between this paragraph, because your basic premise here is that he really he went through a transformation because of what happened to him because of Enkidu's death. It was just a life-changing event for Gilgamesh, and it really was. And it really allowed him to change the way he was. I mean, it was because of that broken heart that he had. But at the same time, I love this idea down further, right underneath where you talk about being a great leader, because I think that is so important to understanding how Gilgamesh is, and besides just the fact what you're explaining, what some of that transformation is that you talk about here. I believe that without Enkidu, says Gilgamesh would have never found himself or never would have undergone the transformation that he went through. Part of that transformation, the way that I hear you doing it, is being a great leader, because even though we don't read that in the excerpt, because remember, Gilgamesh is many volumes long, we're only reading pieces of it, so we don't actually know exactly what's in the other text, but we can infer that he will be a great leader because he has gone through this change too, and he has evaluated what life is, and he's learned his lesson, just like you say. But the thing is when we jump from this paragraph to this one, there's really no link in between. So like I said here, I wrote in parentheses, again, just look at it. Any advice that I give you, this is your essay. I'm just another person just to bounce ideas off of. I went ahead and I said, I think you need a transition sentence to link this paragraph to the next. Perhaps you can write some sentence that basically says something like that his experience would potentially make him a better leader. Okay, so maybe right at the end you could say something like, I don't know, part of the transformation, a legend. Part of the Gilgamesh as a legend is this transformation into being a greater leader, which we can infer is the next step, because then you begin with some of the great characters of being a great leader is also. So just end this sentence with a transition / concluding sentence to then explain what do you mean by what is a great leader? How is he going to be a great leader? And this is where you say it right here. Okay, my video is running out, and if it runs out, then I'll go ahead and continue on the other, and I'll send it to you through email. You just have to watch it. Okay. So, some great characteristics of being a great leader is also requiring for you to take losses and know how it feels to lose first. True, and he does do that. So maybe injecting it here and referring back to Gilgamesh would be good. Maybe saying, for instance, Gilgamesh didn't appreciate his people, or he abused them, and now we can infer at the end of the story how much pride he takes in his kingdom, how he appreciates what he has, his people. He's going to be this kind of leader because now he knows what it's like to lose first. Okay, I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to continue another one, Jose. Okay? I just hadn't